MYSUARA FM.
Kan setiap hari Jumaat kita akan ada satu slot bahasa Inggeris. Bukan slot bahasa Inggeris penuh lah kan, tapi slot Fun Friday with English, di mana dalam segmen ni kita ada cikgu Inggeris kita iaitu Ms.Wan yang akan ajar kita penggunaan bahasa Inggeris yang betul. Hi Ms.Wan. Hello.
Hi, Assalamualaikum.
How are you today?
I'm good, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Ms.Wan. What our topic today?
Okay, so as promised, for today's Fun Friday with English, we will be discussing on the use of phrasal verbs. So what are phrasal verbs? Okay, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay, phrasal words. Saya pun nak tahu juga tu apa dia. Kalau anda semua nak tahu, pastikan anda bersama dengan kami ambil pen, kertas kan, nak belajar bahasa Inggeris ni, dah duduk depan laptop tu takkan nak dengar saja kan, nanti tak masuk kepala pula, ya tak? Okay, Cik Wan dia gelak je. Okay, jom kita dengarkan dulu lagu ini. Selepas ni, kita akan bersambung dengan Ms.Wan Solihah yang akan bercakap tentang
Phrasal verbs.
di mana segmen ini berkolaborasi bersama MYSUARA dan juga UUM Kuala Lumpur. Dan kita ada cikgu kita, Ms.Wan Solihah, yang akan kongsikan sedikit, bukan sedikit lah sebenarnya, boleh katakan banyak juga yang bakal dikongsikan dengan kita sepanjang program ini berlangsung di MYSUARA FM. Baik, hari ini tadi Cik Wan cakap dia nak bercakap tentang phrasal word.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Can you explain to others what is the meaning of the phrasal word?
Phrasal verbs. Okay, phrasal verbs. Okay, the spelling is Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. Okay, these are two words. Okay, it is a two-word phrases consisting of, the first one is verb. Okay, dia terdiri daripada dua benda, dua perkataan. The first one is verb, perbuatan. Verb is perbuatan, right? Because last week in our previous session, we talked about this part of speech. We have noun, verb, we have adverb, we have adjective, we have adverbs, we have interjections, we have conjunctions, and etc. But for this part, we just use only one of the components, which is verb. V-E-R-B, and it stands for kata kerja, verb. And then, okay, for verb, followed by, okay, we have two, phrasal verb constitutes of two words. Okay, the first one is verb. The other one is, it could be a preposition. Preposition is like into, in, after, before, what else? Up, down. So those are preposition. So these phrasal verbs consist of two words. The first one is verb. The other one, it could be preposition. It could also be adverb. Okay. So this that's in English. In English, we do have verbs to show action, you know, and then we also have phrasal verbs to show action, but to, you know, to explain more in details, to explain the situations more in detail. I'll give you an example. Okay, DJ Arin, if you would like to express in your sentence construction that you would like to meet someone, how would you say berjumpa in English?
I want to meet.
I want to meet,
Yeah.
for example. I want to meet Ms.Wan.
Yes.
Alright. How about if you would like to say you berjumpa, oh yeah, you know what? Ms.Wan, semalam saya berjumpa dengan tidak sengaja. So it's two different contexts, right? The first one is sekadar berjumpa. The other one is you meet someone tanpa sengaja. Unexpectedly. I meet someone unexpectedly. But using phrasal verb, there are words that you can use to just simply say, which bring meanings, you know, as same as meet unexpectedly, which is bump into, for example. Okay, bump into, the verb is bump, B-U-M-P. When combined to preposition, I-N-T-O. Okay, so dia jadi bump into, which means meet someone unexpectedly. So that's the beauty of the language. And we also have another one which show the situation of meeting someone, like meet up. The verb is meet, the preposition is up. Meet up. When combined together, it produces another meaning, which means you meet someone by appointment. Okay, you make some arrangement and then let's meet up somewhere at the Zawara Coffee Cafe, something.
Okay, if we are unexpectedly meet, we using
Bump
into.
Yeah.
But if we have we want to do some appointment with someone, we use meet up.
Meet up.
Okay, dengar tu pendengar-pendengar MYSUARA FM, sila take note. Lepas ni mungkin kita boleh gunakan istilah bump into dan juga meet up untuk orang kata apa, penggunaan bahasa Inggeris kita di lain masa. Okey, kita sambung selepas ini bersama dengan Ms.Wan Solihah dalam program Fun Friday with English. Banyak lagi yang akan dikongsikan oleh Ms.Wan bersama kita MYSUARA FM. Okay. So, Ms.Wan, boleh kita sambung lagi kita punya pembelajaran pada hari ini?
Sure. Okay, so anyway, speaking of phrasal verbs, okay, we all know that phrasal verb is a combination of two type of words. The first one is verb. The other one, it can be preposition, it can be adverb. Alright. So, and these two words, when they are combined together, they will produce another specific meaning. Okay. For example, just now we talk about the situation of meeting people. There are a few situations where we have the chance to meet people by appointment. We also meet people coincidentally, and we also meet people just for the sake of meeting. So there are variety. There are a selection of phrasal verbs that we can use to describe the situation easily, without having to give more explanations by using more words. We can just simply pick up any phrasal verbs and just use it, and people will understand it. And speaking of phrasal verb, there are also phrasal verbs where the words used are same, but we can use it in different contexts because it convey different meaning. For example, breakdown, B-R-E-A-K, break. Another word is down. Breakdown, when combined together, it produce more than one meaning. The first one is it involves feelings, human feelings. Alright? For example, get upset, you want to cry, you feel like crying, you feel like, very down. So that's what it means by breakdown. Okay, for example, I give you a sentence. The woman broke down when the police told her that the son had died. So the women broke down. It's a sudden, a sudden upset feelings, very sad, very down. So after this, whenever we heard the phrasal verb broke down, so we know what does it mean. It means
It's been about feeling.
Yeah. What kind of feelings is that?
Bad feelings.
Bad feelings, very, very sad, very upset.
Okay, Ms.Wan, how about okay.
So I told you there's another meaning. So that's the first one. Another meaning of the breakdown is something stopped functioning.
Okay.
This is famous. This is something that we normally come across through our reading, and normally it refers to car, machine. Okay.
Operation.
Yeah, operational machine, vehicles, any vehicles. So for example of the sentence, our car broke down at the side of the highway in the snowstorm, for example. Our car broke down at the side of the highway. Kereta kita rosak. Okay, di highway. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. So that's mean with one words have a different meanings.
Two words, phrasal verb.
Two phrasal verb. But when we use a phrasal verb, it's become one, right? Adakah dia akan jadi satu?
Yeah.
Kan?
Okay. Coming back to the definition of phrasal verb, phrasal verb is a combination of two words. Okay, it's the first one is verb. The second word would be it's either adverb or preposition, like bump into. Bump is verb. Into is preposition. It belongs to two different categories where in isolation, if we use these words in isolation separately, they will stand on their own. Okay, like breakdown. Break means kalau in isolation,
Yes,
okay,
patah,
patah something, patah. Down, bawah. Patah bawah. But when they are combined together, the phrasal verb will produce another specific meaning, which means sedih, okay, get upset or stop functioning. So that's the beauty of the language. Okay.
Nampak tak macam mana penggunaan bahasa? Mungkin lepas ni boleh tambahkan, okay, macam minggu lepas kita dah belajar tentang vocabulary. Mungkin boleh tambahkan breakdown ni dalam buku vocabulary anda. Cik Wan. So, lepas ni ada lagi nak kongsi dengan pendengar-pendengar kita? Jadi, stay tune dan kita dengarkan dulu lagu. Masih informatif, terima kasih. Masih lagi bersama kita dalam segmen Fun Friday with English. Kita ada lagi 30 minit bersama dengan Ms.Wan dalam kelas bahasa Inggeris kita ni. Seronok kan belajar bahasa Inggeris. Saya kan dulu masa tak pandai sangat, memang tak, sekarang pun tak adalah pandai sangat. Cik Wan ada master, macam kita tak bawa lah dia masuk dalam koti kan. Bila kita tahu penggunaan bahasa yang betul-betul, kita mula rasa memang indahnya bahasa ni. Like Cik Wan says, right. How beautiful the word, right? Okay. So, Ms.Wan, let me continue.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Oh well, coming back to phrasal verb again. Okay, so I will repeat what does it mean by phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are two words combined. Okay, combined, and it consists of two words from two different class. For example, the first word will be of verb class, which means kata kerja, combined with another word which normally comes from preposition. It's either preposition or adverbs. Right. And then we have discussed on a few examples like breakdown. Breakdown has two meanings. It depends on the context. So when can we use breakdown like to convey the meaning of people getting upset feelings? So it depends on the context. For example, when you see the line goes as something like the woman broke down when the police told her that her son had died. So it will not be something stop functioning. It must be something to do with the feelings. Alright, so we have more phrasal verbs here, and normally it starts from verb kan. Okay, it starts from the verb. Kata kerja must be in front. Okay, like break, blow, even macam give up, putus asa. That is also one of the phrasal verbs. Give up. Yeah. Give and up.
Okay.
Combined together, it produce another meaning, which means putus asa. Kalau nak kira sebenarnya give beri, up atas, beri atas. So that will not make sense. But when it's combined together, making it a phrasal verb, so it produce another meaning, which means putus asa. So each and every verb, it has its own way of being phrasal verb. For example, break alone, the word break, just like just now we discussed only one breakdown. It has a lot more. It has a lot more preposition that can be combined and produce different meanings. For example, we have breakdown, we have break in, we have break into, we have break up, putus cinta. Yeah, when you end a relationship, we call it break up.
We break up now.
Yeah, and then macam like my boyfriend and I broke up before I moved to America, for example. So it shows. So when people listen to it, oh okay, so now the relationship is no longer there. So people understand, right? And break up also. Okay, the word break up also can actually convey another meaning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we normally get the meaning of end a relationship, but it has another meaning, which means start laughing. For example, the kids just broke up as soon as the clowns started talking. Macam meletus. Ketawa yang tiba-tiba tu terkeluar.
Break up also can be something like for
sudden laughing. When people start laughing, okay, break up, macam ketawa yang terkeluar kan. So the kids just broke up as soon as the clown started talking. So after this, whenever we see this kind of the word phrasal verb of broke up being used, we have to think of two possibilities. The first one is either to end a relationship, another one is to start laughing. It depends on the context. Alright, and we also have like break in.
Break in.
Break in. Break in. Break means patahkan, in dalam. So
Patah dalam.
patah dalam. But when it comes to phrasal verb, it produces another meaning. The first one for break up, we do have something like it brings the meaning of interrupt. Interrupt. What does it mean?
Just suddenly.
Yeah, suddenly you appear and you macam masuk campur kan. So, for example, the TV station broke in to report the news of the president's death. Station TV tersebut interrupt dalam report news tu sebab the president does is something important, you know. So somehow or other people need, you know, the citizen need to be informed as soon as possible because that is the core information of the day. And then so that's why they broke in, knowing the situation that is an urgent, you know, they have the sense of urgency. So that's why they use the word break in. Another meaning of break in is this is very famous. Break in, somebody force entry to a building. That is also break in. For example, somebody broke in last night and stole our stereo. Pecah masuk. That is also break in. So now we know the word break in alone has two meanings. The first one is to interrupt. It can be interrupt during program, it can be interrupt during people's conversation, like, you know, when you interfere, something like that.
Is it impossible the phrasal word every phrasal word have a double meaning?
Not necessarily, but the chances are there. It can be, but not all. Not applicable to all, you know, phrasal verb. There are phrasal verb which has only one meaning. There are phrasal verb which have more than one, more than two, more than three. It can be many things.
There is based on the how we use the word lah.
It depends on the context.
Yeah.
But knowing the fact that without phrasal verb also we do have a lot more vocabularies in English. What more when we combine the words? You see or not? So it shows something. It shows that me being an English teacher, me being an English lecturer, I myself even have, you know, I'm being very honest here lah. I myself also from time to time, you know, I learn because to me learning is a never ending process. I myself still refer to the dictionary. I myself still keep my, you know, vocabulary book. That's why I urge you, if you want to improve your English, you need to have your vocabulary book. Because from time to time we will still come across. Come across is also a phrasal verb.
Come across.
Come across.
Okay.
Come across means you discover, you found. So that's what it means by phrasal verb. Come across. So my point is there are a lot of too many lah. I would say too many vocabularies. Okay, in English that we actually haven't come across. That's why we need to learn and learn. Never stop. Okay?
Yalah, macam bahasa Melayu juga, setiap hari, setiap tahun ada perubahan di dalam kamus dewan tu kan. Jadi sebenarnya anda dekat luar tu, sebenarnya kan, ini selalulah cakap, berapa ramai sebenarnya kita kat luar tu ada kamus kan.
True.
Sebenarnya kena, masing-masing kita ni kena ada
keep
kamus.
ourselves updated. We need to seek for the knowledge.
Yes.
Kita yang kena cari benda ni.
Dan sekarang pun ada paling mudah, kita boleh guna Google Translate pun boleh kan. Okay, kita berehat dulu. Selepas ni kita sambung lagi dengan Ms.Wan Solihah tentang phrasal verb. Generasi informatif. Masih lagi bersama dengan cikgu kita Ms.Wan Solihah dalam segmen Fun Friday with English. Okay, Okay, Ms.Wan. Let me continue.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so to all of you, to all listeners who just starting listening to me, we are now talking about phrasal verbs, ladies and gentlemen. So the meaning of phrasal verbs are again phrasal verb consists of two words combined together, and normally is a combination of verb, and it's either adverb or preposition. And these things will produce another specific meaning. For example, like give up. You know, give up. If they are in isolation, give is a verb which brings the meaning apa? Give, beri.
Beri.
Up is something up. Okay, so beri ke atas. So it does not make sense. But when it comes together as a phrasal verbs, it produces another meaning, which means putus asa. You know, people being in despair. You know, so we call it give up. All right. So just now we talk about the functions of phrasal verb. You know, how does it work, and we also acknowledge the facts that phrasal verb, given each verbs like break, it can produce not only one phrasal verb, it can be like more than 10, more than 5, more than 6, because when it's combined with prepositions are many. We have down, we have in, we have into, we have up. So that's why phrasal verb can be by only using one verb, it can produce many phrasal verb. Break, for example, can be break in, can be break into, can be break up, can be break down. You know, there are a lot of things because phrasal it's a combination. You know, so they can mix and match. All right, so before we end our session, there's one thing that I would like to stress here. People normally we get confused. We get confused with the use of phrasal verb. Okay, sometimes people know that phrasal verbs, okay, they have in their mind that phrasal verb is something that consists of two things. The first one is verb, the other one might be preposition, and it can also be adverb, for example. So they get a clear version of that. But what they are not clear of is what if suddenly the sentence, you know, the phrase suddenly has something in the middle. For example, our teacher broke the final project down into 3 separate parts. Okay, so our teacher broke the final project down, which means
separate.
between broke and down, there's something else in the middle.
Yes.
So what do you think of that, DJ Arin? Is that still, you know, something that we can consider as phrasal verb?
I think yes.
Yes.
Because the meaning is still same.
Yep.
She separate the component of the machine or whatever.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's the meaning is still there. Okay, it's just that it is a matter of the arrangement of the sentence. It can be, you know, it can be the broke down the final project also can. Broke the final project down is also can. Yeah, and then speaking of that, for example, break something down, it means divide into smaller parts. Our teacher broke the final project down into 3 separate parts, which means that the teacher divide the work. For example, project down is something they have to come up with the machine. So probably one group do the first 3 process, the next group do the middle process, the last one do the, you know, the refinement process. So that's what it means by, you know, break something down, which means something is in the middle. So there are a lot of things that we, you know, macam contohnya, another example I give you. To back something up. Back.
Back up.
Back something up. For example, kalau back up saja, probably it's more like, you know, you in Malay, what do we call it? Back up.
Sokong belakang.
Sokong. You know, you sokong, so you support. Okay. Contohnya kalau macam ni, you back something up, it means that you reverse.
Oh, reverse. Back something up.
Yeah.
Oh, macam pelik ayat tu.
We normally use only reverse, right?
Yeah. Reverse one, then we say move behind.
Move behind.
But
Okay.
when you said what we said?
Back something
Back
up.
something up.
Something which means car lah.
Because when you use up, in my mind also
ke atas.
go through or pergi ke depan ataupun
Yep.
back up.
Okay. So for example, example of the sentence, oh, you will have to back up your car, ataupun you will have to back your car up so that I can get out.
Okay. Back your up. Okay.
Nah, back something up.
Okay.
It means reverse.
Reverse ke belakang.
Yeah.
Yeah. New words eh? Okay. Itulah untung belajar Fun Friday with English dengan Miss Wan. Tengok dah dapat dah satu perkataan baru hari ni. Yang mana saya memang selama ni pun saya tak, bila saya cakap backup kita sokong ataupun when you use word back belakang and up mungkin ke depan. Kan? Okay, okay Miss Wan, sebenarnya kita tinggal 5 minit je lagi.
Oh really?
Mungkin you can make the conclusion of our topic for today.
Yeah, so all I can say is, I have been studying this language like for I would say 10 years. So to me, there are still a lot more vocabularies that I need to learn. I myself also feel like there's something lacking in me. So we need to keep on learning. Do not give up. See the use of phrasal verb. Do not give up and always think that our knowledge is insufficient. Insufficient means macam tak pernah cukup. We need to really humble ourselves. And it's there's no harm. There's no harm trying to use. There's no harm, learning new things and use it, apply it in our daily life. When you do not just listen, as to apply all the language that you have, acquired from our conversation. This is something santai-santai, So, it's Fun Friday with English. Yeah. So have fun in your Friday lah.
Of course. Especially with how learning English. Okay, you have something to tell people?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I come here with the capacity of University Utara Malaysia, but in KL branch, UUMKL. For those out there, probably many of us, we don't have the idea that actually University Utara Malaysia in Sintok, we do have a branch in KL. Where is that, DJ Arin?
Jalan Raja Muda Abdul Aziz.
Yes,
Chowkit.
correct. Jalan Raja Muda Abdul Aziz is somewhere in front of the HKL, somewhere near the UKM branch, somewhere near to Kampung Baru. Then what's more important is it's somewhere very near, still within walking distance to Chokit Monorail Station. Organizing, and this is a promotion, okay? The MKL is actually organizing our first international conference on management and communication